Safety belt, secured. No cuts or tears, not frayed. Latches and unlatches. Emergency equipment. Fire extinguisher, secured, fully charged, pin in place, minimum of 10 BC and up to date. 3 reflective triangles that stand on their own. Spare fuses, 1 for every type and size equipped in the vehicle. Now we're going to do a safe start. Make sure parking brake is applied. Depress clutch. Make sure shifter is in neutral. Start engine. Then slowly release clutch. The ABS indicator will go on and then go out. The temperature gauge will begin to rise to a normal operating temperature of 180 to 210 degrees. Pressure gauge 20 psi on idle, 40 to 50 psi while engine is operating at higher RPMs. Voltage meter 12 to 14 volts. Now we check lighting indicators. Left turn signal. Right turn signal. 4-way emergency flashers. Headlights. High beam indicator. ABS indicator came on during engine start. Test the 2 horns. City, which is the electric horn. Air, which is the highway horn. We now must make sure that the heater and defrosters are in proper working condition. Windshield clean, not cracked or broken, no obstruction of view. SOS insurance verification on passenger side. Safety inspection sticker on driver's side with valid expiration date. Mirrors clean, not cracked or broken, adjusted to driver. Wipers are working, not cracked or broken, have tension against the windshield. Also, the washers have washing fluid in the reservoir. We'll now begin the tractor parking brake test. With normal air pressure, put the truck in low gear. Leave the parking brake applied. Release the trailer spring brake. Lift up on the clutch to friction point, and the vehicle should remain in place by the parking brake. Reset. Shifter in neutral. Apply parking brakes. We will now begin the trailer spring brake / emergency brake test. With normal air pressure, put the truck in low gear. Leave the trailer spring brake applied. Release the parking brake. Lift up on the clutch to friction point. The vehicle should remain in place by the trailer spring brake. Reset shifter in neutral. Apply all brakes. Check your primary and secondary air pressure gauges. Governor cut in 100 psi or below. Governor cut out 125 psi or manufactured specs. It is now time for the combination service or tractor service test. With normal air pressure, put truck in low gear. Release all brakes. Lift off clutch, go 10 to 15 feet with hands off the steering wheel. Apply clutch and brake pedal. Vehicle should stop in a straight line. If vehicle doesn't stop in a straight line, it could mean brakes are out of adjustment, suspension problems, and uneven load, low or flat tires. Reset shifter in neutral, apply all brakes. Trailer service or Johnson bar test. With normal air pressure, Put truck in low gear. Release all brakes. Apply Johnson bar. Lift clutch to friction point, and the vehicle should remain in place by the trailer service brakes. After reset, shifter in neutral, apply all brakes, the second way of doing a trailer service Johnson bar test. With normal air pressure, put truck in low gear. Release all brakes. Lift off clutch, go 10 to 15 feet with hands off the wheel. Apply clutch and Johnson bar, and the vehicle should stop in a straight line. I will next perform my applied test. In order to perform the test, I should park on level ground and or chock the wheels, build air pressure to 100 to 125 psi or manufacturer specifications, put the truck in low gear, shut off the truck, release clutch, release all brakes, and let the air pressure stabilize for 12 to 15 seconds. Applied leak test. Put truck in low gear. Shut off truck. Release clutch. Release all brakes. Let the air pressure stabilize for 12 to 15 seconds. Foot firmly on brake pedal. You should not lose more than 4 psi in 1 minute in a combination vehicle. I'm checking the emergency and service system side for leaks. In order to continue, the vehicle must still be secured in low gear and brakes release. We'll proceed to do the fan 1 electrical low air pressure warning light and or buzzer test. With the vehicle in low gear, the ignition will be turned on and will begin to fan the brakes, and a light and or buzzer should come on by 60 psi or before. Warning lights and buzzers should come on around 60 psi. In order for us to continue, the vehicle must still be secured in low gear, all brakes released, and we'll do the fan 2 pop-out valve test, checking the tractor protection valve. Continue fanning down. Between 20 to 45 psi, the trailer air supply should pop out first, applying the trailer spring brakes to prevent a jackknife. Between 20 to 40 psi, the parking brake will come on. Once the parking brake comes on, place the transmission in neutral, shut off the key, and say I'm done with the in-cab inspection.